his Rob versus Marvelous Marco and his Toon Link. Let's get going. Starting off right now on Town and City. Typically a favored pick from Rob, actually.
Indeed. So this is, I think 8BitMan also loves this stage, to be fair, because small blast zones means it's easy to throw someone off with the spinning rotor arms. And not to mention some gyro snipes, some laser snipes. Rob can make it happen, but at the same time, looks like Marvelous Marco can make it happen too, because look at that lead. And just a lot of fun exchanges between these two, and 8BitMan finally finding some footing.
Got the rotor down, trying to zone out with back air and lasers, and that's one of the benefits of Rob's laser. It is transcendent. It will go through all of those projectiles from Marvelous Marco, so you have to be wary at trying to set up a wall against Rob. Between the laser and the gyro, he can go ahead and prevent your projectile pressure from upsetting him.
Speaking of pressure, my goodness, 8BitMan throwing it out in spades right now. Low in percentages, gets thrown by the up smash, but keeping it alive so far, so good. If you can get something quick nair to, add some percentage, you need a bit more to find somewhere like a stock. Looking kind of unhealthy now, though. 150%. Marvelous Marco's gonna be finding something. Maybe a fair, maybe a smash attack.
8BitMan's air-to-air has just been phenomenal right here. His neutral air has just been smashing Marco, and then the laser snipe to finish the stock. Let's go, 8Bit. That was phenomenal pressure, keeping Marco at edge and not allowing him back, not even letting him get backstage, but that forward tilt, Marco answers right back.
I like that. Not giving 8BitMan a chance to really extend their lead. Always important. You don't want to let someone just run away with that next stock after they get the first. But even despite that, percentage is pretty close because these two are swinging. Marco is just stuck up there, finally found a way down, trades projectiles really quick, and this is rough. Like, these two are just beating each other up. Now what do you expect from some zoners?
Yeah, this is a buttons game. This is one of those games that make you remember that zoners actually can throw hands in this game. There are very few characters that can't ever go in. These two have the buttons to compete. Boomerang into forward air, forcing 8BitMan deep. Tries for the forward smash, not quite going to connect. Gets a neutral air off the boomerang, though. Can Marco convert off of this 8BitMan looking a little bit low on fuel? He gets clipped by the boomerang again.
Something at ledge. Can Marco find it? Quick grab, quick forward. They're trying to reset the situation, especially with a bit extra in percentage. And I like that. 8BitMan going high, using that platform that juts out just a bit to kind of reposition themselves and cause some problems still, but not have to worry about that fuel. Oh, getting clipped by the downer, that's going to be it. 8BitMan on their last stock of game one. Marco just focusing on extra credit, not dying so soon. You like the up B because it really kind of throws 8BitMan into the air, gives him a chance, and a little bit of imperfect DI there as Marco drops to the up smash, and this is a last stock game.
You always hate to lose a stock a little bit early to those DI-able kill options, but 8BitMan already trying to end it with that downer right there, trying again. Marco's using these tethers so well. 8BitMan, that was like the hardest commitment that I've seen. And is he going to get a kill off this? No, he misses the second downer and can't even get the down tilt. Marco somehow just dodging in between death 3 times in a row, and 8BitMan still has him pressured at ledge, just not letting this man back at all.
Working so hard. We saw that double nair not quite coming to fruition, unfortunately. Marco, I don't know, as you said, that's a plot armor of managing to get back against 8BitMan's Rob like that. Pretty good stuff. Takes a good player to manage to, go through that minefield that is the robotic operating buddy. But even though you managed to find your way out, you're still not down yet because guess what? You're back at that ledge situation as 8BitMan's looking for something, but still finding a way to get free.
Trying to get some kind of a bomb or boomerang conversion here as Marco gets the back throw now to force 8BitMan off stage, but that laser coming in clutch again. 8BitMan seems to hold left a little bit every now and then to just get himself deeper into the blast zone so he can fire off a laser while he's hidden. But that conversion, and that's the threat that Toon Link has. He can get these mid-stage bomb or boomerang into an aerial strings to end you from a distance.
It was so unfortunate that 8BitMan got caught by 4 different projectiles so soon when recovering, really tacked on that damage. And a quick conversion, like you said, Marco just seals the deal there. But all in all, pretty close stuff. But you gotta respect Marco for managing to get past the onslaught of online Rob. And 8BitMan was working so hard there to try to find something, but nothing really panned out.
It feels like that game was just resting on the edge of a knife. 2 or 3 times, Marco was just barely able to get past 8BitMan's kill options in that edge pressure situation that I pointed out. 8BitMan actually had him where he couldn't tether because 8BitMan was using the lingering hitbox of neutral air to just kind of wall that option off. Marco had to up B. He did it at the perfect angle. 8BitMan missed 2 down airs, and then he missed the down tilt string to follow it off. So just 8BitMan might be kicking himself a little bit for not getting the kill off of that string, but Marco has to be riding high knowing that he was able to bear down and beat this robotic brawler.
Now it's a game of where does 8BitMan want to go? Because, again, 8BitMan loves Town and City. So is it going to be a run back? You want to try to find something else to get past Marco? Maybe something smaller for some more scrapping. You never quite know.
If I was 8-bit, I might just take it right back. Like, it didn't feel like the stage really came into effect there, and he was already swinging with side B a couple times. He just never really got Marco in the awkward spot. Looks like PS2, though, a stage with a smaller ceiling is going to be the option here. And 8BitMan just kind of like floated right at Marco and is getting smacked for it.
It'll be fun to see out the gate. And stuff like that, yeah. Stuff like that throw is always pretty interesting to see. And Marco kind of SDing there. That's so unfortunate.
It looks like he either went off stage and like burned his double jump and didn't realize it, or he was caught in an animation, just couldn't hit any buttons. That is a rough way to start stock 2. Now Marco has to be the aggressor here. He can't just sit back and let 8BitMan come to him. These projectiles may not be enough, and 8-bit may very well be perfectly willing to just fire a laser every single time Marco wants to toss out a boomerang or a bone like there.
And with a full stock deficit, Marco needs to play so differently. It's so unfortunate they dropped that stock, but hey, it happens. You got to play from that deficit, and so far working hard. You can see the percentage racking up pretty handily. And if they can just get a clean stock here, hopefully soon, on 8BitMan, they're not really that far behind at all.
It feels like one of the weaknesses for Toon in this matchup is that he's a bit of a floatier character, and he doesn't have the best mobility or speed in general. So 8BitMan keeps getting these landing options for free. He just back airs away, uses all of his fuel, and just gets as far away from Marco as possible. We haven't seen Marco really guard landings all that well, and hasn't really been his fault. But right there, the rotor arms lingering a little bit too long. 8BitMan got that reflector, but at what cost?
Just a small tack percentage from that arrow was worth a stock, apparently. But we'll see if, that does come to make the difference. Not getting the spike there, getting the reverse up B. In fact, Marco doing well to kind of reverse the situation there. A bit of percentage as well, trying to convert to more. But still, Rob is just going to sit across the stage, throw gyro, shoot laser, and try to make it miserable for you.
Marco's doing a really good job of racking damage. For somebody who died so early, like this game is well within his grasp. He just needs to reach out and take it. Perhaps an early string or lasting a little bit long in the second stock, and he is right back in it.
Especially because slowly but surely that, in-between point in that disparity in percentage is starting to fall. The boomerang actually saving Marco there too. Gotta like that. You gotta love your boomerang coming back to help you when you need it most.
He uses double jump there. Can Rob get the punish? No. 8-bit's down smash, just barely missing Marco's air dodge back to stage. But right there, almost getting the boomerang conversion as Marco gets the up smash instead. How does 8BitMan get down? Just a laser, and gets the connection again. Marco just trying. Now we're at that point where any of these projectiles from Marco can lead into a kill. He tosses the boomerang behind him. What's the setup? No. Roll through. Smart by 8BitMan.
This is basically an even game. You just need to find the kill and start getting your lead. It's going to take a second for them.
Look at Toon, like he's actually like playing more like a zoner at high percentage. He's like, I'm just going to keep firing arrows. Eventually one of these is going to hit. I'm going to get my kill. Or he's just going to run up and get the down, or the up air, excuse me.
But still, a stock is a stock, and you have to take those leads. It's good. Marco dropped that first stock way too early, so to come back to manage, even though they just are getting sniped right now out of left field, the fact that they managed to bring it closer is still fine. Like, ouch, that dare spike hurts, but to even it up, you got to commend him for that.
We've got an up tilt string. 3. Can we get 4? No. Tries for the up air, but 8BitMan is out and back to corner. But at this point, 8BitMan's percentage lead has evaporated. So I think we're back to the spot where 8-bit has to play the aggressor in this role. Look at Marco sitting behind that bomb. So smart. He gets such a good amount of damage and phenomenal stage positioning out of that.
8BitMan's trying to recover from ledge, trying to work hard, uses the spinning arms to reflect those projectiles, gets some percentage on board, as well as gets some stage. So hats off to him, and I like that kind of coming high, just kind of push 8BitMan back just a bit. But this is starting to get rough. 8BitMan's playing kind of aggressive now. Wants to try to find
that should be
stock.
dead.
Can they get it? Yeah, that's gone. As you said, perfect call out, Scabs.
That gyro positioning from 8BitMan was perfect. It looks like it clashed with the projectile from Marco and then just hovered in the exact spot necessary to block Marco's attempt to tether back. Brilliant play by 8BitMan with a lingering hitbox right there, sending this one to Game 3.
And brilliant of Beautiful for subscribing with Prime. You might be a Joe, but you're not Joes to us. Thank you always for supporting VGBC.
Good call, my man. I was just about to do the same thing. You're reading my mind. Speaking of...
I learned everything from you, Scabs. You're the master. I'm the humble pupil.
Too much. Speaking of reading minds, I'm going to need you to hop into the mind of Marvelous Marco. Where do you think we're going here for Game 3 in this matchup?
I'd be interested if, let's see, he won Game 1 on Smash, or on Town and City. I'd be interested to see if the Town and City run back, maybe a Smashville. Marco does not really seem to be afraid to scrap, and that's important.
I think that perhaps that, if not Kalos. Kalos may very well be banned. Like, I think that that's probably the ban by 8BitMan. I don't think he wants to deal with this barrage of projectiles from Marco. So perhaps that might be the ban, and maybe we leave Town and City open, because we do happen to know that 8BitMan does favor that stage, as you pointed out Game 1.
It'll be interesting to see, though, because Marco can scrap, and eventually you can see that the gyro and the lasers were kind of racking a percentage there. So if Marco can really just gun in and make sure that Rob has to kind of approach, then it can be rough for 8BitMan. But it's going to come down to where's Marco most comfortable.
I would perhaps suggest that a larger stage may very well benefit Toon Link here, but I would warn against that Town City pick. I think that that's a trap. 8BitMan started to get a little bit of a handle on what Marco's habits are at edge, and it feels like Marco is a little bit free with his double jump. If we have a stage where you are close to the blast zone at edge, where 8BitMan can pressure you from a distance, I would not be surprised if we get a snipe and an early death on the side of Marco on a stage like Town.
As I said earlier, that's 8BitMan's personal preference on stage. So we'll see. And hey, you mentioned that Kalos was banned, but it looks like 8BitMan was focused on other things because it slipped through, and now Marco managed to find that pick.
Yeah, this is very surprising. Usually longer stages like this. Okay, the immediate reflector into the rotor arms. Can't even get it started here. 8BitMan out for blood to start Game 3, and already getting quite a bit of it. The up B out of shield, though, from Marco, and he continues the pressure off stage now. And man manages to force his way back, but can't get center stage. Marco just playing a little bit passively, doing a good job of using these projectiles to wall out 8BitMan so far, though.
This is a potential problem because, as you mentioned earlier at the beginning of this set, that laser bypasses all the projectiles, like we just saw there, cleanly cuts through Boomerang. So 8BitMan has to be careful, and so does Marco to a degree, because hey, Marco's doing good on this stage so far, managing to keep 8BitMan at bay, managing to keep that percentage up, and getting grabbed out of the dare just perfect like that.
It's the forward air to punish that air dodge attempt. Now Marco has to get back from stage. It looks like 8BitMan is really comfortable just double jump naring the top of his shield and getting for that safe pressure, knowing that Toon Link's out of shield options are a bit limited.
We mostly just see the up B coming out from Toon Link, and that's because it works. It can cause a lot of damage and knock their opponent away. But if Rob knows how to get around it, it's perfect and tough to really fight around. So could be close. I like that, try to get a read there by Marco, but not quite finding it.
These platform drops by 8BitMan are kind of sick too. He's done it like 2 or 3 times in each of these games where he just like platform drop and then a B reverse with the gyro. It's just a really cool move to just resituate yourself and get to stage as close as you can. Oh. Great text from Marco.
The double tech and not quite finding it. There's the grab. That should be more than enough to kill. Yes, sir. You got to commend Marco for sticking out of that situation, still trying to come back on top. But even though 8BitMan eventually still finds the kill anyway, and ooh, getting a quick handoff there from the forward tilt to the returning projectile, and Marco's quick to even it up.
And this is kind of why I thought that Kalos would be banned. In addition to being like a bigger stage that Toon Link can camp a little bit harder on, he's got those walls so we can get those easy techs in the down air. Marco showing that he has the tech skill to back up the stage choice. What is 8BitMan's response, knowing that down air option may very well not be available to him later on in this game?
important to keep in mind, and 8BitMan has to readjust and think just a bit, just trying to find something off stage. I like that air dodge getting past 8BitMan's offenses, and now 8BitMan trying to find some way to push more buttons in Marco's face, get some more percentage on the board, and avoid stuff like that, because it's just a war of attrition between these two, nickel and diming your opponent to find the win con.
Marco just needs to get down, but 8BitMan's pressure has been relentless. This platform may very well be his grave. Gets the side B, but the assist from the boomerang bails Marco out at the last second.
Trusty boomerangs. Sokka had it on point, and you always get it when you need it most, because they always come back.
Marco back at edgy. Air dodge is on, and 8BitMan can't quite get the punish. He's got center stage now, and we'll see if he can get a reversal on 8BitMan, but it feels like 8BitMan is starting to turn up the heat right here. Marco is running for his life, and so far he's just trying to get some kind of a meaty hit to clean off his stock, but 8BitMan is just so elusive all of a sudden. Gets the gyro into the grab, there's the berry, goes to the up air, and just barely breaking out at the last second is Marco. That is a solid stock. Now here is the turning point of the match. Marco can't allow these high damage combos. He can't allow 8BitMan to get some momentum.
Momentum has already been found. That quick 42% string is pretty rough out the gate. 8BitMan just needs to hold on to the stock, use that rage to get a great stock, and that's going to be all she wrote if they can help it. But Marco is not going down without a fight. You can see they are working so hard to just find something to make it work. And even though there's a lot of time on the clock, they can take it as slow or as fast as they need to, but every time 8BitMan gets percentage on the board, it becomes harder and harder to make that comeback.
Right, you are. Let It Rain, already 85%. This is smash attack kill percent here from a light her character like Toon Link. 100%. 8BitMan has been relentless on this last stock here of Game 3. Marco needs to secure this kill ASAP if he wants to continue in this bracket. The forward air forcing an edge trap situation, and then 8BitMan gets the side B to finish it off with a domineering second stock on Game 3. What a statement win.
The adaptation is there. Marco worked so hard at the beginning of this set to try to come out on top, but unfortunately it does not matter, because the Robs will find their way through this bracket, find themselves in winner side top 8, and excellent work from 8BitMan, making those adjustments, making those plays, and getting that win. All in all, pretty respectable stuff. Good stuff from both competitors, of course. Marvelous Marco may have fallen here, but they're not out of the bracket quite yet. Minimum 9th place means they just